All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Lucky 56.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now back to throw. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Going long here for Wallace. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. McCoy's got the 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Back to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Gun! 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 Gun!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Miles Jack leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Back to throw here. He's got it to James White. And a fast footwork by White. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll drop the throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season, and the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be fielded at the 6. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Gone!
On first down, Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep here. It's caught inside the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Allen now on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Throwing on 1st down. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and that will tie things at 20 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Look it.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They keep it on the ground, wide again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And an alley to run. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz. He's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A give to McCoy. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now the longtime Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This give is to McCoy. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit!
They'll go again to McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A pressure spot now for a guy who's been here before, and that's Stephen Hauschka. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now White, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Hot!
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Gronk that time. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. Allen. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Detroit! Detroit!
A give. This is Michelle. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Patriots, they climb back to 500.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This